Recently, if you've been looking at the FPV forums, you might have seen something called the Cyber Deck, which is this project right here. And I'm going to go through in this video, we're going to break it down. It essentially is an FPV radio that has a built-in like screen here, so you can watch your flights while you're flying around. Like you can actually use it as your FPV screen. And the guy has a full breakdown. And the reason that I want to give this project is because not only is this just this isn't just an idea, Sam over here has actually brought that to life. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to share my thoughts on it. I'm going to share how you can contribute to this project and make it more of a reality. If you've got some great ideas, please, I'm sure he'd love to hear them. There's going to be some links down below about this as well. It does look pretty awesome. And you can see like there is so much work that goes into designing this and coming up. He's done so much, but it can get so much better. So we're going to be talking about that today. And I think for like $150, it's relatively cheap when you look at all the parts and everything that you have inside. And also we're going to, there's like a forum as well where you can go and contribute to your ideas. So that's going to be down below. And what I'm going to do in this video is give you some of my ideas, Sam. So hopefully you're going to see this, and we're going to talk about things that I would like in the future, or how to make this even better, or sort of some of the things that we've done before and tried in the past. I've been doing this for over a decade, so we're going to be going through and breaking it down as well, having a look and talking about the open pocket. Although I think he called it a Cyber Deck for this one. That's probably changed for some copyright reasons. I think maybe open pocket might be a little bit of a better one to name it there. So what is it? Essentially, what we've got here is a 3D printed case. Where are we? We've got a 3D printed case that inside is the internals, and I've turned this off. Oh, this is actually the radio that must be inside here. So maybe it's not a pocket radio. Sorry, I thought it was. He's broken this down. He's added a FPV screen, and then he's rendered out some things and printed out. Where are we? Right here, all those to go inside. Now, this is a little bit similar to the much more expensive, this right here. This is the radio. I can do this even better. Check this out. Please don't break, computer. This is a little bit like this right here. This is the Radiomaster AX12, and I will be talking about that. Or some of you people might remember this dinosaur, which we've got here, this is the Tango 1. So this is from TBS. I had to break this out. It's absolutely covered in dust. I went downstairs and found this because there's a couple of lessons we can learn from this when it relates to if we're going to be talking about something like the open pocket. And a big part of why I'm doing this video, let me know if you got some ideas, is maybe to get some more eyes on this, get some more people talking about this. And the real reason that it deserves that attention is because not only is it an idea, it's got some conviction and a lot of work behind it as well, like actually putting it into practice, which goes a long way. So is this a DIY kit or a Kickstarter? No, this is just someone making a project that is like, hey, here's all the files. Let's make this the best FPV radio, or like whatever they want it to do. This is their little FPV screen. And I'm going to go through and talk about some things that I liked about this and maybe some future directions. So this is the Tango 1. As a bit of an overview, it was far too big, but it did do some things very well. Now, inside here, you could also see your FPV footage, and I actually have a video. And where are we? Right here. Look at this young person. This video right here, like a decade ago, basically. And where are we? Here we are. Look at this great lighting quality there, Stu. But here it is in its much less dusty days. You can see we had a cable running in here, but we've got our FPV feed in here, bound up to our drone, ready to rock and roll. And I've actually seen Trappy from TBS flying this around. One time we went some long range missions. He was using this radio. Now, my biggest takeaway, or what I really liked about this, is inside here, and this is a great part that I want to see if maybe Sam can get this into the new project and we can get it over into the, where are we? This one. If we can get that into this project, is that right here, see this little cable? There's a little cable that runs out and plugs into the side of your, it used to be for the AV, maybe some way different, but we can actually get our FPV feed and put it into our goggles as well. So if there's some way to do HDMI out of this little screen, I think that really opens up the possibility. Now, when we look at Sam's Cyber Deck here, or the open pocket, when he's building this, I think, here it is. The biggest limitation for me on what I would really like to see is this is just using like a relatively cheap headset and receiver in the back. I think this would be much better if we just had a HDMI screen, because then people could like have, maybe if you could have some way to attach some modules on the back. Personally, for me, I would get a lot more use out of that. And if that screen had HDMI in and HDMI out, that's absolutely incredible. And when I started to think about that, I was like, well, that does sound a lot like this. So this is the Radiomaster AX12. And the more I thought about the Open Pocket project, the more I thought about this. And some of the things that could make this even better is, number one, there needs to be a little bit of a better mounting system, but there is no external power provided here as well. So if this already has the screen built in, this is doing what that Open Pocket project wants to do, except there's no way. You need a bit of a receiver on the back right here, a VRX, I should say, a video receiver to put in here. So if you could build some sort of mount where that goes neatly in the back here, I think you're going to be well served. And what I absolutely would love, and I don't know if this is going to be possible, if you can have a screen that is HDMI in, HDMI out, and somehow can also provide power to your goggles, and that, like, if it has one cable, or one thick cable, which also has a HDMI out, and also your power cable right next to it, if that can power your goggles, that's fantastic, because then you've just got your radio, which is flying around. You can put your receiver on the back, your VRX on the back, and you can also power your goggles and get your HDMI feed from your, Open Pocket there that we've got right here. You could actually get it from this. Now, if you'd like to help out, please let me know what you think about this. But there's going to be a link in the description down below. I think it's like a Discord link. There's all the files there if you want to make one yourself. The big advantage of doing that over, getting something like this, it's the price. Like the AX12 is a pretty expensive radio compared to $150 that it looks like we've built this thing for. Now, maybe you want to build it simpler. We are using one of the cheapest radios here. We've got a really cheap screen and everything in here. He does take it outside and fly it around. It is not going to be as good as, say, I think it was at the end of the video, did he fly it around? Maybe I've seen a follow-up video. But yeah, it's the big advantage is going to be the price if you want to do that. If you just want a simple little analog thing that's all in one, it's great. It's not going to be as incredible as a vendor-made Radiomaster first off-the-line product, but this is for someone doing a DIY project, incredible. And I wish them all the best. My advice to you, if you are watching this, is there ways that we can have a HDMI screen and maybe some of those little goggle mounts on the back, like, the parts where you can attach your modules to? Because if we can do a HDMI in and have those modules and it's displayed in that middle screen, amazing. I think that's going to go a long way for a lot of people. Also, maybe some robustness on the back. I do worry about, like, where are we? If you put this down, would those little connectors snap off? I don't know if we see the back too much. Right here, is this it? And this project would have taken, oh, here we go. This would have taken a long time as well. So I worry that when we put this, on the ground, are you going to snap your antennas off or anything like that? You need to be a little bit careful. But there's no perfect product out there at the moment. I mean, this is pretty close. If this had an external power source, I would love that if we could power our receiver off here, because I've already got HDMI in, HDMI out, but it's also a lot of money. Let's check the price. What is the AX12? Probably like, $250, $300. So if you can build one of these yourself for cheaper, go for it. What we actually need is, like, is there an analog FPV to HDMI?